Hey folks, you're in for a good one now. Here I am at the Easy Trip truck stop, north side of Fresno. Just walked out of Fresno, out to here on the road tracks. What we got here is an emergency survival type situation. Let's just go with a hypothetical scenario, purely hypothetical, mind you. Say you're in another town far away from home, and you're in a bad situation. You want to get out of it before it gets real bad. So you bail out. Now, there you are with the clothes on your back. No wallet, no money, no food, no water. In the middle of nowhere. You can try to hitchhike, but in this day and age, it's not really going down all that great. But it's still part of the old standby. No matter what, if you don't have a vehicle or nobody wants to give you a ride, you always got Nike Express or whatever brand it is you use. I'm going to have to show you how it's done because I have been thusly thrust into a position such as so. And, well, it's all good. Up to date on this part, I'm the second day into the journey. I got me, my cell phone, a pack of cigarettes, started out with 15 bucks, found on the ground, which is pretty cool. Ended up in Fresno and went down by a homeless shelter, met some really interesting cats, partied it up a little bit. I'd like to thank you, Kevin, for showing me around town and showing me how to get down. Also, the cool thing about being out on the road is you meet the most interesting people. And if you meet the interesting, good ones, they give you gifts. And you'll find what you need is always there on the side of the road. It's a trip. There's all kinds of neat shit on the side of the road, let me tell you. You know, I met this guy Kevin down in Fresno, down at Poverello House around areas. And that's a quite large homeless encampment down there. And what I found is that when people have very little, they give a very lot. You know what I mean? Whereas when I've traveled through high-end towns, and, the snooty upper crust type stuff, nobody even waves to you. Nobody will even slow down as they go past you. They speed up. Probably want to run you over too. That's a bad stain on society right there, I think. It's a bad sign to showing that the upper classes versus the lower classes are, well, it's going to be clashing pretty soon, I think. But anyhow, back to the adventure. I decided I was going to try to take a railroad train out home. I seen a whole bunch of railroads run right through the heart of Fresno. When you're stuck and you're somewhere you don't know where you're at, but you can tell which way is north, east, west, and south, which is usually by putting, I don't know, take your right shoulder, put it to where the sun rises, your left shoulder to where it's setting, and you'll be looking right at north. Know that, no matter where you're at. You don't have to adjust for declination of magnetic resonance or no crap like that, you know what I mean? But, so I figure I gotta go this way. So I started out in Fresno, and I was hanging out with this guy named Kevin. We went to the homeless shelter. God, that reminds me of prison without being on actual lockdown, you know what I mean? I couldn't do that. But hey, the services are there for you if you need them, in case you're in an emergency situation like this on the road. My advice is take advantage of them. I went around to, I heard word on the street out there that if you went to, not Goodwill, what's the other one, the Salvation Army, they would, if you give them a sob story or whatever, that they would help you out with a bus ticket back home. Well, after walking 15 miles later from one place to the next, I'm here to tell you that's bullshit. Just like when you parole out of prison that you get to get Social Security automatically. That too is bullshit. I know this for a fact, and I don't lie, I don't cheat, and I don't steal. So take that to the bank. Anyhow, my options are as follows. I can hop on a freight train. I tried last night, but they go too fast. You gotta find a spot where they slow down for traffic or something. Second option, hit the freeway, make a sign. took a little leaf off of you know, piece of garbage I found laying around. Well, a good clean box. I don't like, you know, dumpster diving and all that shit. I got nothing against it, but I'm not the one to be all up in it. You know what I mean? Kind of like fat women in small cars. It's all good, but hey, they do get you around. Oh. Anyhow, you get that, and you get a marker, and you put the name of your destination on it, or somewhere just a little ways down the road, whatever you feel the area around you is going to respond to. Because you can get a feel for people and locales just by being there, by breathing in the air, and seeing the attitudes, and seeing how people help each other out. You know, I found out too today, quite by surprise, I was trying to get a trucker over here, see if I could get a ride with him. He says, no, but can I help you out and give you some money? And I'm like, well, hey, I'm never going to turn down some money, right? So there was free lunch. I'd like to thank you, Mr. Trucker, for that one. Anyhow, there was a president that once said, speak softly and walk with a big stick, or maybe it was the other way around. Perhaps it was Hoover and Coolidge, all put together. No. One of them, I'm sure. Either that or one of the Elton J's. You've always got to have some sort of walking support when you're cruising. And I got lucky. One of the homeless cats down there in Fresno, he handed this to me, and he says it needs a home. I just got done carving it. Man, it's got great response. It's real lightweight, but it's snapped the head off the tip right there. But that was supposed to be carved off anyhow. But you got to have a stick for wherever you're going. Yeah, that kind of sucks right there, because he carved that into what was supposed to be a deer hoof. Thanks, dude. I got a sharp spike in my hand. Pound that flat. Still use it though. You've got to have one of these. You know, put a little sack of whatever on it. I'll call it a hobo stick. You can whoop someone's ass with it. Huh? Good response. Anyhow, what I'm going to do is, I was going to try out the trucker angle for a moment, and I'm keeping my eye on the train. I'm in a very good conjunction of 3 different forms of transportation. The vehicular type off to my left, which is the freeway, this is 99 north, and over to my right is the railroad tracks coming out of Fresno, headed generally in that way. Now that'd be cool if I could get some cool footage of, you know, hopping on a train, but don't let nobody know that I was doing that. I think it might be illegal. I don't know. But since I don't see no trespassing signs anywhere, why not, right? You gotta get home. You gotta do what you gotta do. But remember, don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, and your life will be on an even keel. Alright? Yeah. If you can follow these rules and be respectful to people along the way, man, you're gonna have a blast. Now check it out. I'm gonna take you along with me on this blast because I just happen to have the cell phone and I finally got a charge. That's another key ingredient. Cell phone, maps, being able to, you know, find your direction on your own. I'll show you how it's all done, because I figured, fuck it. When life gives you a bucket full of fucking lemons, make something to drink.